broadcasting live from Cleveland. It's Ohio Hip Hop Awards weekend. Go by the name of Big Heff. You can catch me on the cover of Hood Illustrated magazine.
All right, Hood Illustrated, man. We out here in Cleveland with Big Heff. Cover shoot. A little video for it, man. Just tell us a little bit about the city, man. It seems like
it's a crazy energy, man. I want to say like it's just because of LeBron, but he brought a lot of energy back to the city. He brought a lot of star power back to the city. And like what we trying to do is just develop a support system so our music matches the sports. So our music scene's growing, like the sports scene is very united. So, you know, we got artists like Kid Cudi, like MGK, like Bone Thugs. They pay the foundation, but we also got a new wave of people like El Dro, like Ray Jr., like Preem, who got you know what I'm saying, like people that's been doing it, but now everything kind of like on a national level. So, you know, we also got the home and support system with like the Nerve DJs and live mixtapes, where it helped get our music out here on a national level.
So Live is originated from here too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from Chardon. It's like a suburb, but you know, it's a great, like I said, it's a great energy. You know, it's the you hear on the season opener of the Browns, and you know, it's an Indians game down the street. So, and it's the Ohio Hip Hop Awards weekend. So people from all over the state, all over the country here today rocking. It's a whole good thing. So, you know,
part two of the interview, man. What's some pointers we can give some artists nowadays that you know, with the social media and versus touching people and actually getting close to their fans? What's some stuff can you pointers you can give them to be more effective?
With being effective as a new artist, you know, it's all about the direction that you want to go into. I think a lot of people just try to flood everything instead of having an identity that fans can relate to. Like, a lot of times we don't sell music, we sell stories. Like, fans like to build and they identify with the story of an artist instead of it just being about the music. So either it's a lifestyle or a brand, but you want to make something that's going to make a connection with you and those fans. So if it's social media, if you're a big guy, then it might be food, the way you dress, you know what I'm saying, as well as just like the lyrical content that you're doing. You got different, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it's a lifestyle. So some people might be in the cars, some people might be in the bike gangs, all kind of stuff that generates fans. Like you make a car song, you can perform at every auto show across the country. That's gonna help generate fans. So you gotta do stuff that's gonna engage people, engage the fans into what you're doing. So if I'm on my social media, I'm using my social media to identify with those fans and get feedback from those fans on what they like, what they don't like. That's the point of having a mixtape, is to try out new material and see what the audience likes. So you can take that feedback and then help your music grow.
So the art of the mixtape basically is lost nowadays. They treat it like an album.
Yeah, they treat it like an album, but you know, industry-wise, you're supposed to get away from it after so much. You know, like you gotta keep pushing your fans about it. Mixtapes for free, but a lot of the artists, they don't know about the streaming and partnerships that you can make with the music to help generate more revenue for yourself. So, you know, whether it be through a mixtape site or whether it be through Tidal or whatever the case may be, but those are streaming partnerships that you can help start generating music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Tiger was the first person to release the music as a stream, you know, his album as a stream. It was a partnership where he was getting money off of it. It wasn't just giving away the album for free, but it was a partnership. So, you know, you gotta just take things for what they are and you gotta build on them. So, you know, mistakes do happen, but if you're not learning from your mistakes and learning how to apply new waves and new information into the program that you're trying to go with, then you kind of get lost in the shuffle.
Cool. We're gonna head to this last little spot. You know, we're gonna have more content than this. It's just some jewels that we drop into them.
You know, like, and one of the best ways, you know what I'm saying, to get the music, get the feedback, and trying records out is service them through the record pools, service them online and some high traffic sites, and like the fans gonna tell you if they like a song, if they don't. And you just take a record and you grow from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, luckily I was blessed to work with Bone and Ray Cash and MGK and Ray Jr. But I also learned the infrastructure of working with the labels and how they release music. So that helps me when I want to release my independent projects or if I'm working with indie artists as well.
You take things in stride, and you out here to actually help artists out. Why don't you tell us a little bit about coming up, man? Family structure, and where your good sense came from.
Oh man, just learning from my dad. My dad was a hard worker, just, a perfectionist. So he just told me to get things right the first time instead of having to repeat. So, just learning through a process. He was an entrepreneur himself. He owned his own business. And then, Mom Dukes, she always told me to reach for the stars and to dream big. So, I never stopped believing in myself, even when times was hard and people looked the other way. And, just working with DJs and, it took me a while to put it all together. But when I started putting it all together, it made sense for me just so to develop a brand and develop the right relationships instead of having any and everybody around me, just have the right people around me and then let myself grow from there. And the same way that people provided me opportunities, I always say you gotta pass that on to the next generation. So when people wanna learn about music, wanna learn about the music industry, I developed a school just for that, just so you don't have to go through that gray area, and kids, if they want to do songwriting or if they want to be a business manager, etc., then they can learn early instead of, I feel like we were behind the New Yorks and the LAs as far as the business structure of the industry. So I wanted to help push that up. So, I feel like the Midwest is the heart and soul of the industry because a lot of artists come and make their money here. A lot of people come in, they utilize the Midwest, but they never give back. And some of the biggest artists in the country are always from the Midwest because they can identify with the struggle, they can relate to the struggle. So it's good, man. It's good. Like, I'm really humble and happy just to still be around and still be relevant to what I'm doing. And I as much as I helped them, they helped me back. So to the MGKs and the Ray Juniors, I know the business part of it, and I just want to usher our scene along with it. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me throughout the Midwest and Chicago, and all the artists need the same thing. That everybody needs help. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes I need help. I'd be like, I might run into a wall, or I might not feel creative, and I'll go to a LA, or even in some of the smallest towns like a Grand Rapids, Michigan. You see, like, this is the best fighter in the country, in the world, is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. So, people can come from anywhere and be whatever they want to be. And, I think that moving forward, bridging the education, the arts of music, and technology is what's going to take everything to the next level. So, like, I had a relationship with EA Sports a long time ago. Like, I did all the Madden campaigns and stuff, and they're helping putting together like a hackathon and a technology, sports, and entertainment thing with me. So that's going to be really big for me in 2016. And we're in front of the Cavs. Like, they've always been helpful in whatever I wanted to do. If I wanted to give some tickets away, or some basketball players need to come speak to some kids, it's all family. So I just call it like friends of the family. So we're just trying to make everything go to the next level, to grow, and one is just to connect with the fans. So it's just like a lot of artists forget that we need fans to be successful, and we gotta engage the fans.
Cool. All right, last question, man. Let's talk about Hood Illustrated, man. You're the first person that the contact in 2010 when I asked for the press pass and was able to come down here and network. Let's talk about Hood Illustrated and what you've been seeing and what makes you feel like it's a good look for you to be on that cover.
Well, one, it's the hood. We all come from the struggle, and everybody can identify with that because that's where we all came from. That's where our majority of our family is, and the whole nine. And we just like to talk the talk, walk the walk. And one thing I like about Hood Illustrated is that they get out here and work. there's actual still physical copies out here. You see them, you know what I'm saying? Like I see them in different cities that I go to. So it makes me identify with the magazine more. And me, I want to see the magazine grow. You know, so it's not just in the Michigan, Ohio area, it's in the Indiana, it's in the St. Louis, it's in the Atlanta, it's in the LA, it's in the New York. So I carry it as a badge of honor, you know what I'm saying? Like we all come from the struggle, so you know, we wanna take that struggle, like we wanna take that information and let the rest of the world hear it, let the rest of the world see it. So like the artist you had on the tour, A&T, like he had billboards, he was on tour with me, he had billboards and stuff like that. And then like this is my 5-year anniversary of touring, so you know, to see the Doughboy Cash Outs and the Charlie Baltimore's and Fubu and Marley's and all that kind of stuff, Stylies and Ray Jr.'s, they all been a part of my tour through this 5-year process. And taking that information, like people are getting deals, you know what I'm saying? Like it's providing the groundwork and
it's a branch.
Yeah, so you know, I got a radio show, the Big Heff radio show. It's in 6 different markets now, 3 FM stations, 3 online stations. I got 3 TV shows that I'm developing, 1 comedy, 2 video countdown shows.
Yeah.
And you know, you can find them in Oakland, you can find them in Cleveland, you can find them in Columbus. And I did a deal with Raku that, you know, they're in the whole Time Warner network as far as the apps. So anybody that got a smart TV, they can, you know, check out the TV shows. So it's just growing and building. And, you know, Nerve DJs, over 1,500 DJs strong all around the world. And we just like to break new artists, man. It all is based around music. Hood Illustrated is based around music and education. So we want to inform people of what we got going on throughout the Midwest, and that's what I represent the most. Like I represent the Midwest. I wear it as a badge. I never dip to LA. I never dip to New York. Like I could go visit there, but the Midwest is my home, and I love it. Man, it's your boy Big Heff. Hood Illustrators in the motherfucking building. Respect our hood. Respect this Midwest movement.